Okay. So what we have seen till now is um, RC. We are studying RC coupled amplifier, and we have seen the circuit of the RC coupled amplifier. Now, uh, what we observe is that if we change the frequency of the input, then the gain, there is a change in the gain that is obtained at the output. At lower frequencies, slowly the gain increases. In mid-frequency region, the gain remains constant, and in the higher frequency region, the gain decreases. So there is a decrease in gain in the low frequency portion of the frequency response graph, and a decrease in gain in the high frequency portion of the graph. So the reason for low frequency, the decrease in the gain in the low frequencies is the capacitors which are joined in the RC coupled circuit. There are two capacitors. One is the coupling capacitor and the other is the emitter bypass capacitor. So we have seen the effect of both CC and CE, coupling capacitor and emitter bypass capacitor, individually on the response. Okay, so let us revise this. Effect of CC on low frequency response of an RC coupled CE amplifier. And we found out that the lower cutoff frequency F1 is given by this particular formula, where RS is the resistance of the source and Ri dash is R1 in parallel to R2 in parallel with HIE. Similarly, the effect of the emitter bypass capacitor on low frequency response gives you a lower cutoff frequency. F1 is equal to 1 plus HFE upon 2 pi CE into RS plus HIE. Both these equations are nearly similar except for this factor of 1 plus HFE over here. The reason you get HIE over here instead of Ri dash is that we have taken that the parallel combination of R1 and R2 is very high in comparison with HIE, and hence we can neglect it, right? And in the effect of CC, we have this factor CC over here, and in the effect of CE on low frequency response, we have this factor CE. Okay, so we have got two lower cutoff frequencies. We will be studying the effect, the total effect of both these also. What will be the total effect when both of them are connected? What will be the value of F1, right? Lower cutoff frequency. Now let us go further. When obtaining the lower cutoff frequency under the effect of CE, we had assumed that the parallel combination of R1 and R2 is very much greater than Ri. But if it is not, then the actual voltage gain is less than what we have studied, right? And the following table takes into account this fact and gives the gain for different conditions. See here, this table is given in the textbook, and it's a summary of the different conditions, and see, the different conditions are R1 parallel to R2 is very much greater than Ri, and RC is equal to 0. Now what is this RC? As I had told you, ideal capacitor does not have RC, right? That means RC is equal to 0. We are assuming that the capacitor is ideal, but in practical capacitors, there is a series resistance. Okay, the capacitor always has some dissipation, and that dissipation is denoted by this particular resistor, which we call as RC, which is connected in series with the capacitor. If you take the equivalent circuit of the capacitor. So this is first condition, when R1 parallel to R2 is very much greater than Ri and RC is equal to 0. Next condition is, this is R1 parallel to R2 is very much greater than Ri, but RC is not equal to 0. So you have to take RC into consideration. Next condition is, this is not very much greater than Ri, but RC is equal to 0. And the fourth condition is R1 parallel to R2 is not very much greater than Ri, as well as Rc is not equal to 0. So the mid frequency, we are not talking about lower frequency gain, we are talking about the mid frequency gain. Okay, now mid frequency gain, when you take the source also into consideration, it is equal to V0 upon Vs. But if you are talking only about the amplifier, then it is equal to V0 upon Vi. This is Vi is the input to the transistor or to the stage. Okay, then next, what will be the value of voltage gain? It is equal to this particular value, minus HFE-RL upon Rs plus Ri. We have taken it to be Rs plus Ri dash. Okay. Now what is this R1? We will just see. Okay. And V0 upon Vi, there is no Rs. We are not considering the source. So that means there is no Rs. So you will have the equation, same equation, but without Rs. And the lower cutoff frequency is given by this particular equation. Here we are taking only the effect of CE. When we calculate lower cutoff frequency, we are considering only the effect of CE. All right. And here you have Ri1 and Ri1. See, in this particular case, first case, Ri1 is equal to HIE. Then we take Rc is not equal to 0. Okay, coupling capacitor and CE, both of them have got some dissipation. So the equivalent circuit of the capacitor will be a capacitor in series with a resistor. Then you have this is equal to same equation, but instead of Ri1, we have got an Ri2, right? And what is Ri2? Simply Ri2 is equal to HIE plus 1 plus HFE into RC. RC is the resistance of the capacitor, right? Equations will remain the same, except that in place of Ri1 we have got Ri2. Similarly, in this particular case we have got Ri3. Okay, RC is equal to 0. There is no the capacitor is ideal, but R1 parallel to R2 is not very much greater than Ri. Then we have this factor Ri3 over here, Ri3 over here. Right, here you have got this will be, since Rc is equal to 0, so this will remain as Ri1, which is HIE. And what is Ri3? It is given by this particular equation. Ri3 is equal to HIE plus HIE into Rs upon R1 parallel to R2. The reason being R1 parallel to R2 is not very much greater than Ri. And similarly, both of these are there. Then you have this R4, where both of them have to be taken into account, and this is the value of R4. See, RC is the series resistance of the electrolytic capacitor CE. In this particular case, CE. Equations for F1 now. These equations for F1 are valid only if this particular, we have already seen this, 1 plus HFE-RE upon Rs plus HIE is very much greater than 1. You don't have to memorize all this, but just need to know